Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glassman's world. So we're here in Gardeno Glass Studios, and I'm getting ready to set up today at Polite Sparket Market. This is the Gathering of Nations weekend, the Gathering of Nations powwow here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So there's a lot of individuals from all over the world here this weekend, and they'll be looking for a lot of different events. So I figured today would be a really good day to set up over at Polite Sparket Market, which is being hosted also by Homegrown New Mexico Trading Post, and there'll also be some really delicious Indian tacos there once again. I went by a couple weeks ago, and when they had their last event, I guess she does it every other Saturday. So 2 Saturdays ago, I went there, and it was delicious. So hopefully my computer doesn't time out or do anything weird. We're just going to work on some of these here. Been working on the drop of water, which we're celebrating our 8-year anniversary with the drop of water. And we've gifted out 3,872 of these to different water protectors from all over the world. And I've been working on a couple of the cobalt blue clear spiral there, and we also need to work on a few more of the white spirals and red spirals and whatever others that I can make here in the next hour. I don't have too much time this morning. I got another errand to run here in just a little bit. But we'll finish up this row of 9 here, and then we'll make a few more other ones. It looks like we're going to have to bring out a whole nother 4-foot rod. I think these are 4-foot. They might be the 5-foot. I'm not 100%. But let's see if I can cut this in half here. I always like to challenge myself and see how close I can eyeball this and cut this directly in half. So we're going to do a flame cut here. I guess the camera got knocked a little crooked. I keep moving it with my head. It's right by my head here. That way the microphone picks up my voice. I don't have to speak too loud, but I keep on knocking it with my head. It's actually the glasses that I'm wearing. They hang off my face a little bit, so I think I'm clear, but then I realize my glasses are not. All right, let's see how close we get to cutting this in half here. So we're doing a flame cut. Just basically using the flame to melt the glass, which now you can see it's all bending. It's all malleable, and it'll become melted here. I'll be able to start pulling it apart, and I'll be able to separate the 2 rods here, or basically turning 1 rod into 2. I'm going to just cut this in half and just spiral that around itself until it breaks off, and now you got 2 pieces. So we'll line this up, and not even close. That's how far off I was today. About 4 or 5 inches. All right, so we're just going to work on some of these. So the drop of water celebrating 8 years, guys, which is quite an amazing feat. I can't believe that we've actually been doing this for 8 years now. And what is this that we've been doing? Well, ever since the Gathering of Nations powwow in 2017, the drop of water was worn by friends of mine from Acoma Pueblo, and from the Pueblo Enchantment Dancers. "19 individuals wore the drop of water during the Buffalo Dance at the Gathering of Nations powwow in 2017. And ever since then, we started gifting them to other water protectors and other individuals who were part of the Buffalo Dance, and those who came down from Standing Rock, and those who were part of other different actions and protests. And we've and I always say we've been doing this for so long. It's basically me and my two hands. So we've been doing this for quite a long time. I've been able to keep track of 3,872 of the drop of water that I've made and gifted. That doesn't include all the ones that I've sold, that I've made and sold. So in order to make the ones that are spiraled with two colors, or with color, I basically add two colors on the side there. You know, I could add two different colors, like this here, which is a red and yellow. I've done the medicine colors with the red, yellow, white, black. And sometimes instead of certain colors, they'll have blue in there. I'm just live here, talking about the drop of water. So my wife just woke up. She's not feeling too well today. She's got some body pain. She deals with fibromyalgia and other things, so it's a constant battle for her, and it's not the easiest life, but we manage. But she's up a lot earlier than usual, so, and I don't think that she'll be joining me at the market today, but we will be showing off some of her beautiful greeting cards. I think she's going to save her energy for tomorrow, where we'll be set up over at the market, the Nob Hill East Market. So we'll be at a different market tomorrow from 10 to 2. Today we'll be there from 11 to 4 at Polite Sparket Market. So Polite Sparket Market is our friend Polite. She owns Polite Smoke Shop. It used to be known as just Urban Smoke Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She brings in a lot of hip-hop artists and different individuals. She is an amazing individual who gives back to the community always. She helps with raising funds for individuals who've lost their loved ones, and raising funds for funeral costs and things like that. And she's always given back to the community, and she's been a really awesome friend. I've known her for years, She's always supported me and my glass. Um, I actually haven't brought her any glass in a long time. She's probably wondering what's up. Where's my glass? So maybe today, maybe we'll do a little exchange or something. I'll get her some of my glass. She used to carry my UFO pipes, which here, let me show you one. Cool little UFOs with a little alien guy flying in the top right there. You can see more of those on Facebook at the UFO pipe, facebook.com/ the UFO pipe. But yeah, it's a little alien guy. Got 3 dots on the bottom. It's got my signature, big dot, 2 little dots, mouthpiece in the back, carb in the front. I can't really make those anymore. I have issues with my shoulder, with my rotator cuff and a pinched nerve or something. So my arm always goes numb, especially with the more weight that I hold. So I have to be really cautious on what I make. I can't really do too much weight these days. That's why I stick to jewelry a lot these days. So it's easier for me to do. It's easier on my shoulder. But every once in a while, from time to time, I like to test out my limits and see if I can make something else. Even with these, my arm goes numb. And then what I have to do is I just have to then switch over to my left hand. And then I just stretch out my arm, my rotator cuff. I got to stretch out my shoulder, and then stretch out like my elbow and like the ulna nerve, I guess. I don't know. Instead of carpal tunnel, I believe I have cubital tunnel syndrome, which is something a little bit different. And then I have like a pinched nerve or something up in my shoulder. But that doesn't, either way, I'm still blowing glass, still able to make things. And hopefully today, our friend Joey Unser, you may have heard of his family from the Unser Racing. Al Unser, Bobby Unser. Um, he's from the family of Unsers, and he's a glass artist, and he's a skateboarder, a snowboarder. I don't think he really got involved with the whole racing circuit. I think he probably tried it out and stuff, but I don't know if that's what he wanted to do. So now he's a glass blower, and he shows up at these events, and he usually blows glass and does some live demonstrations. And which actually, after I make this, I want to show you something. Since we're talking about Unser and the Unser Racing Team, and Al Unser, Bobby Unser, and the Gathering of Nations, I've got something amazing to show and to share with you. I don't know how I came across this, driving by a yard sale one day, and I saw a couple of things. I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. And then I saw this jacket. I was like, wait, you're selling that? Like, wait a minute, let me check that out. And I noticed the name on it, and I was like, wait a minute, like, I know this family. Like, I've known a couple of the Unsers. I've known a little Al, what, junior or the third or the junior. Like, when he was in high school, I met him through one of my very first drummers in our band Soup, which then became Chronic Logic. That was back like around 1999, the year 2000, right around Y2K, and got to meet Little Al when he was at where was he going? Was it Valley High School or Albuquerque High? I don't know if it was Valley or if it was Albuquerque High. I forget. But yeah, he used to hang out with my friend Matt Bernauer, our first drummer in Soup, and then later on in life, I met Joey Unser through the whole glassblowing community, and then I found out that he's a snowboarder and skateboarder and does all this other cool stuff. So hopefully today he'll be there and he'll bring out his torch, and then we can both be on the torch. Hopefully he'll let me. He'll allow me to jump on his torch. You know, usually he does. Usually he's cool with that. So I don't like to make assumptions, but I do believe he would let me jump on the torch. And yeah, if I do jump on the torch, I'll probably show him how I make my fully detailed mushrooms, the Amanita mushrooms. Let me show you one here real quick. So I figured out how to put the dots in the mushrooms and then be able to push them in. And I'm even trying to get the gills underneath. And that's kind of working out with the gills. From time to time, I get them better than others. But yeah, I gifted him last time I saw him. I gifted him and Polite, the owner of Polite Smoke Shop, the one who's hosting the event. I gifted her last time when I just stopped by. I went to go get me an Indian taco for lunch. I was working on a job, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to run over here real quick for lunch, grab me an Indian taco, support the event a little bit. You know, I was able to support a couple of vendors by getting a Indian taco from one, and then got drinks from the other, and a nice what was it, apple pie or blueberry pie? It was delicious. The one thing that I didn't know was that the Indian taco stand, apparently, I don't know if they had it there or if it was inside or where, but somewhere there at the event, someone had some THC honey. And I was like, man, if I had known that, I would have got an extra fry bread and I would have just drenched it before going back to work. I was just doing landscaping, you know, just hauling rock. It's not like it's just rocket science or anything. So I would have been okay. I'm sure I would have gotten slow and sluggish had I covered that whole thing in honey. But yeah, hopefully they got that today, and I get to try the THC honey for the first time. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if that's always a thing or what. But I saw a post. Someone posted up that they had it, and I was like, oh, what? I missed out. I got me an Indian taco, and I didn't know they had the THC honey to go with the fry bread. All right, just make sure it's all nice and straight. All right, let's see. We got 2, 4, 6, 7. This will be 8. We make one more for number 9. And let me show you that jacket that I was talking about. So since we're talking about the Al Unser racing team, hopefully we'll be running into Joey Unser today, who's not in the racing circuit, but he's a glass artist, a snowboarder. I don't know if he's sponsored or not yet in snowboarding. I'm not sure. He could be. But let me show you this awesome. Let me show you this. This is an amazing find. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Like I could auction this thing off and sell it probably for good money. I don't know. I don't know if this is something that Joey would want for his family. Like I don't. They used to have the Al Unser Museum, the racing museum, and this would be perfect for that. Um, but I don't know. So okay, are we back? I think so. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was just about to grab the jacket, and then my computer decided to do its daily shutdown. Give me a second. Okay. So we're back. I do believe I lost a couple of viewers. We had some viewers here, and then stream went down, and they're gone. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Let's see if maybe if I share out the stream real quick, we'll get a couple people in. So what I was talking about before the video shut down and everything was that um, my friend Joey Unser will probably be coming out today to the Polite Sparket Market, and we'll probably be bringing out the torch to do some live glassblowing demos. Now, I'm just making an assumption. I don't know. It could be possible that he's doing some other event somewhere else today and not there at all. I'm not bringing out my torch. I'm not going to take the time to tear down everything and to do all that. Um, because just in case he is going to be there, then I don't want to have two torches. And if he's not there, then there just won't be any glass blowing. I might take out my computer. That way I can show off my live demonstration, so people can watch it, and then I can get some more subscribers to the Glassman's world. So what I was saying was that Joey Unser, he's part of the Unser Racing family. He's not part of the Unser Racing team. He's a glass blower. He's a snowboarder, skateboarder. I'm not sure if he's sponsored or not, but he usually sets up at these events at Polite Smoke Shop and does some live glass blowing demos, and he'll let me jump on and do some demos with him. So I'm hoping to take my glasses and stuff like that today, and that way we can do some demos, and I'm hoping to show him and everyone else who's watching how I make these. Do this live. The ones that I make there, I probably won't be able to sell. I'll have to bring back home and then put them in the kiln to make sure they don't crack. We might have some cracking today. And then I can't wait to show off the world's tiniest mushroom. So this is probably next to a regular size pendant. Yeah, that's about normal standard size for my pendants that I make. And then that one right there on the side is the world's tiniest pendant. I don't know anyone else who can make one smaller with all the little dots and the color and all the detail. I'd have to put this on a magnifier for you to actually see all the dots and everything. So we were talking about the Gathering of Nations powwow and how ever since 2017 we've been going to the Gathering of Nations. Well, we were invited to the 2017 Gathering of Nations powwow, And that's where we first started gifting the drop of water to water protectors, those who are part of the Pueblo Enchantment Dancers. And then my friends from Acoma Pueblo, there were at least 19 individuals who were gifted, and they had to get special permission to wear that, for during the ceremony and with their regalia. So they had to get special permission to do so, and it was an honor for them to invite me there and to be a part of that. So I've been making the water drops here, getting ready for today's event, and I wanted to share with you because we were talking about the racing team, Al Unser, Bobby Unser Racing, and I found this. This is an amazing find. I wanted to share this with you guys. So check this out. This is, I don't know how I came across this, where I got this, but this is amazing. Okay, so check this out. This is a beautiful jacket that was done in 2011, as you can see, with the big old patch. I mean, this is a double X large, and you can see this patch is bigger than my hand. It's on the back of the jacket, and man, maybe I should try to turn the camera around to really show this to you. Here, let me move the camera. So this jacket, oh my gosh, this jacket is amazing. It's ridiculous. We're gonna move the camera around here, so bear with me. All right, so you might see a little bit of a mess or something. Well, I guess not too bad. All right, so this jacket, oh my gosh, I don't know how I got this jacket. I found it driving by, going down lead one day, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and there was a yard sale, and I wanted to stop by and see what they had. I noticed a couple things. I was like, "Ooh, check that out!" And I saw this hanging there. And I was like, "Wait, that's for sale?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I don't even remember how much I got this for. I don't remember. I might have paid $50 for it. I don't really know. I know I paid good money for it because of what it is. It's got the ribbons. So I believe that this was a custom-made jacket. That it's still brand new. Like, it still has the tag on it. You can see it's a double X large by Carol Original Wear. I don't know if you know that brand, but that's it right there. Carol Original Wear. So the tag is still on it. It's brand new. It's like it's never been worn, right? But check it out. Look at what's on the front. Look at who this was made for. I'm not even lying. I don't even know how I came across this. It's like having the shirt. I got the shirt off the statue from the Balloon Fiesta, the 50th anniversary, and somehow I now have it. Like, this is a museum quality. I don't even know what to do with it. It should be in a plastic. Look, it's got a patch on the arm here. This arm doesn't have one, but it's got a smaller patch here. I think in the pocket. I don't know if I left it. Maybe I kept it. Like, did I leave it in here? Oh yeah. And then in the pocket, there's another Gallery of Nations Powwow 2000. I think that's 2008. If I'm not mistaken. I can't read it too well, and the camera's not picking up on that too well either. I think that's 2008. It might be 2003. I don't know. Someone would recognize that. It's a different patch from that one. This one's from 2011. And that one's from 2008, I'm guessing. So this was made specially for Bobby Unser Jr. from the racing team. Beautiful coat. Beautiful lining. It's got all this extra stuff in here. Got all these extra pockets and everything. Beautiful leather tag on the top for a Carol original wear. I don't even know what this thing would be worth, guys. I have no idea. I put it on once. It don't fit me. I'm too small to fit this thing. But I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I want to auction it, if I want to keep it. I don't know, like maybe I'll take it out today to just show it off and let Joey Unser see it. Be like, dude, I don't know how I came across this, but I got this jacket. It's badass. Yeah. So let's get back to work over here. We'll do a few more, I suppose. There we go. That's a little better. This camera's all crooked. I move it around too much. All right. Here, let me readjust this real quick. All right. So hopefully today we're going to be doing some live glassblowing demos with Joey Unser over there at Polite Sparket Market, which is on San Mateo. Let me see if I can get the address for you. That is 1319 San Mateo Boulevard Northeast from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Vendors, if you want to set up, it's $20 for a 10x10 space. Just show up an hour earlier. You know, we're going to be going from 11 to 4, so show up at 10 o'clock. And that way you can get your space and get set up. Yeah, so let's do one more quick demo here. Got my dragon flamethrower. All right. So let's do at least one more. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I started out with a lighter cobalt yesterday and realized, like, wait a minute, that's a different cobalt. And then we went with a darker cobalt here. So I don't know if you can see the difference. Let me try to get them in between my fingers so the light will come through. Yeah, so you can see how dark that one is compared to that, but they're both really nice. All right, so we'll make one more. That way we have a total of 10 of them, or 9, sorry. But yeah, I might bring out that jacket today and show it off and just have it hanging. And I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know. I mean, we could raffle it. I don't know. I don't know what sort of prices we'd want to put on the tickets to raffle a jacket that was custom made for Bobby Unser Jr., you know, and then also specifically made by the Gathering of Nations in 2011. I don't know why he never received the jacket. Like, what happened? Did he just not show up? Do they make these coats for individuals and then they don't receive them? Like, how did those individuals who had it for sale at the yard sale, how did they get it? Did they see it and nab it? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't understand. But I'm pretty sure I paid at least $50 for it from them at a yard sale. Maybe more, maybe 80. I don't remember. Because I purchased a few things from them. I got some blankets and some other like little knickknack things. I don't think that was where I got the oxygen generator or concentrator, but it was nearby that. Maybe the same day too. I got me an oxygen concentrator for only $50 at a yard sale close by there too. And that's a good deal. All right, so basically we just add two strips of the same color, cobalt. I believe this is like a cobalt number 4, so it's a darker cobalt. Cobalt 2 would be a lighter cobalt. And we just get that molten, and then we just attach it here and spin it around. I really wish I had more time to make more, but I think I got plenty of glass. I have a bunch in my inventory. The only thing I'm lacking is more cord. I'm out of my 2mm black cord. I only have a few like pre-cut uh, pieces ready to go that I can tie up some necklaces with. But I can also untie any of the ones I have hanging and just retie a necklace for anyone. And then some people, they just want the glass all by itself and they'll make their own necklace when they get home. I try to make my holes big enough so people can actually um, put my glass on like on a silver chain or something a little bit bigger and better than just a 2mm black cord. All right. So once again, today is going to be the first time that I'll be set up at the Polite Sparket Market. It is the Gathering of Nations weekend, Gathering of Nations powwow here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There are many events going on all day. I know there's some events going on in an hour. Vendors are probably setting up right now down at the Aerosol trading post, which is on Park Street, and I think it's like either 9th Street or 10th Street, downtown Albuquerque, right by the downtown growers market at Robinson Park. So if you go one street just south of that and you head over to the west, just one block, I guess, over, that's where the Aerosol trading post is, and they have a market going on at 8 o'clock this morning during the growers market until I believe 2 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then we'll be over at Polite Sparket Market on San Mateo, just north of Lomas, just south of Constitution, in between Lomas and Constitution, on the west side of San Mateo. And hopefully we'll be able to do some live glassblowing demos there today. I'm going to try to get there early so I can set up my booth right there where Joey had the torch set up last time, and hopefully that way we can just be like right there back to back. If he wants to set up a table in my area too, he's welcome to do so. So yeah, if you're local here in Albuquerque, come on down, check it out. Come get yourself a water drop, or I'll have glass balloons. My wife will have her cards out today. Beautiful handmade cards. They range from, I believe, $5 up $5 to $10, depending on the amazing difficulty that she puts into each one. But most of them are at that $5 range, $5 to $7. And then I'll have all my glass out. We'll have the drop of water out. If you're a water protector, come find me this weekend. Let me know. Either you were up at Standing Rock or at different actions or protests or wherever you were at. Just come and let me know, and I'll be happy to gift you. You know, if you want to share your story on what you've done. You know, a lot of people have always, when I've gifted them, you know, they've always told me like what it was. You know, like, oh yeah, I was up at Standing Rock and I did this, I did that, and you know, we should all be protecting the water, protecting, making sure that we have clean air, clean food, clean drinking water, protecting the other living creatures, and protecting each other, all the other humans here on this planet, and doing our best to be stewards, you know, rather than always competing with one another. And okay, I think we're back. Thank you, Flat Ulent. Appreciate you sticking around and giving me a sec. I don't know what's going on. My computer just shut down for the second time. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. My computer glitches out from time to time, but usually, like, you know, overnight, if I leave it on, I come back in the morning to use it. You know, within a few moments, it'll glitch out and basically it'll power down, and I'll have to turn it on and restore the pages. So it did that a moment ago, and then it just did it again. I'm like, wait, that's not cool. I was just about to end the stream. I've actually been streaming for close to an hour now, and I really need to get going. I got to start packing up everything and get it ready, so I can go do the Polite Spark It Market today here in Albuquerque. And I was just making the last pendant here, and I'm going to be taking out there, which is a cobalt blue spiral. It's a water drop spiral. Cobalt spiral goes all the way through the loop there, as you can see. And I've been making water drops ever since the Gathering of Nations Powwow 2017, and we've been gifting water drops to water protectors from all over the world. And so I'm just getting prepared for this weekend. We have a lot of individuals here in Albuquerque for the Gathering of Nations 2025, and I'll probably be running into some water protectors. So I just want to get prepared and make sure I have some. These ones here are for sale, but all the clear water drops that you see right here on top, the top row there, and I have a whole bunch more. I think I have close to at least 50 or 100 more ready to go for the weekend. So we're at 3,872 that have now been gifted ever since the Galleon Nations Powwow 2017 during the Buffalo Dance, which was a special presentation to honor the buffalo, to honor Standing Rock, to honor the water protectors that were there at Standing Rock, and to just honor Standing Rock itself. So yeah, and then I also just shared, I don't know if you guys got to see the jacket that I just shared. But let me just show that off again real quick, since I know we got a few new viewers here. I'm talking about possibly doing some live demonstrations if our friend Joey Unser shows up. Unser is a part of the Unser Racing family, the Unser Racing team. You know, little Al Unser, Bobby Unser Jr. All these individuals from the Unser family, they've been racing, and Joey Unser decided to become a glass blower and a snowboarder and skateboarder, and does other things instead of racing. But let me show you this. I just want to share this one more time. I may take it out today to just show it off, but at the same time, it's worth so much that I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to or not. But here, let me show this off one more time. I'm gonna spin the camera around, so bear with me here. All right, so as you can see, I picked up this jacket here from a yard sale, and it's a beautiful patch. As you can see, it's really large. I would guess at least a 10 to 12 inch patch, if I'm not mistaken. And we got some beautiful ribbon designs with the feathers from 2011, Albuquerque, New Mexico, designed by Zia Graphics. The patch. This was has the tag on it still. It's an extra large by Carol Original Wear. As you can see, it's got the original tag here. Inside, it's got the tag as well. Original Carol Original Wear. A leather tag right there. And then on the front, as you can see, it was made specifically for Bobby Unser Jr. Isn't that crazy? It's got another patch on the left arm right here with some ribbons as well. Beautiful inside. As you can see here, there's some pockets and extra pockets and different things there. Like lots of extra pockets. Like this is really, really nice coat. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It doesn't fit me, and that's not my name. I believe that this should go into the Al Unser museum, the racing museum, right? But they shut it down recently here in Albuquerque. I don't know if they reopened it anywhere else, but this is an amazing coat. You know, this is something like, I don't know, somehow I get things like this. I got the 50th anniversary t-shirt that was on the statue at the Balloon Fiesta here in Albuquerque, and somehow it was there on the statue all week with hundreds of thousands, millions of people walking by, taking photos of themselves with it and everything. And then the last day we show up there, and we're helping them out with taking things down and cleaning up. And I noticed they were about to toss it, and I was like, wait, what? So I got that too for the Balloon Fiesta, which is really awesome. I could show that real quick. No, I can't. It's kind of behind stuff. But yeah, this jacket's amazing. I'll show that t-shirt again sometime, and I'll talk about the story with the Balloon Fiesta. Every year I crew with this balloon team with Rick Jones from Concord, New Hampshire, and we go flying every year. So I look forward to that. You know, making glass balloons. I'll have a bunch of these out there today on my little glass hot air balloons. So we'll have those available, and then if I do some demos today, I'm hoping to share how I make these there and show off to Joey Unser and everyone on how I make these. And then I want to show off this the tiniest, you can't even see it. It's so small you can't even see it. That's the smallest Amanita mushroom out of glass in the entire world. That's the smallest. I haven't even measured it yet, but yeah, I'll probably have that out today to show off. And yeah, that's it. It's Gathering Nations weekend, guys. We may be out there for Nizoni powwow at UNM on Sunday. I won't be set up in vending or anything, but I may have the water drops with me. So if you do run into me, just let me know you're a water protector, and we'll make sure to gift you. We'll honor you. We'll thank you for protecting water. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm out. I'm Dan the Glass Man. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Later.